What is up, Gemini? Welcome to your general timeless reading. These are timeless, so whenever you see this is when it's meant for you. These are also general, so take what resonates, leave the rest. My name is Jordyn. I'm a master Reiki practitioner. If you want a personal reading or Reiki session, you can go ahead and book it down below. Sorry, these things are like getting a little long all over my eyeballs today. If you want a personal reading or Reiki session, you can book it down below. If you want to join our Patreon family, go ahead and check that out. That's where I do a lot of help for your spiritual journey. That's where I do monthly readings, energy shift readings, moon cycle readings, and weekly Patreon only videos. So go ahead and check that out if you want help on your path. Also hit that notification bell. I'm going to be doing a lot more lives. So if you guys want to ask questions, that's a place to find me. And it will also let you know when I post videos. So like, share, subscribe, and let's get into it, Gemini. Let's see what's going on for you. Let's use Revelations Tarot for you, actually. Yeah. I don't know why you feel very, like, watery, which is strange for me to say. Because you're an air sign, obviously. I'm an air sign, but that's just my sun sign. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So take it as it resonates. Let's see what's going on for Gemini. I don't know why I feel a lot of like maternal energy. We have the Ace of Swords, the Three of Wands, and then we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so we're letting things go in order to allow us to fall into new opportunities. And I say fall into new opportunities because I feel like it's almost like this energy of like surrender, no longer really pushing things forward. It feels that maternal energy could also just be your feminine energy, just being very receptive to opportunities coming your way, no longer holding on to certain things. Ace of Swords speaks to knowing your truth, knowing what resonates with you, speaking authentically about the opportunities and the things that you want to pursue with that Three of Wands energy. That's Aries energy. Ace of Swords is air energy. Two of Pentacles in reverse is Capricorn energy. Okay? Two of Pentacles in reverse speaks to releasing, making choices, making decisions about what you want to invest in. Time-wise, energy-wise, financially. It feels more so like a letting go of something. It feels like a letting go of expectations. Yeah, Knight of Cups in reverse. This feels like attachment. This feels like a letting go of attachment to things, emotional attachment to things, expectations basically. Letting go of expectations. This Knight of Cups energy feels irritated. This feels like you're trying to release this energy. Some of you are still struggling with this. This Knight of Cups for some reason really sparks an energy of irritation within me. Like, I'm trying not to let things bother me. I'm trying to work more and be more conscious of allowing things to roll off my back because I know that is where this is rooted in the ego. It's not rooted in the intuition. The ego and the intuition. It's not that the ego is a bad thing. There's just a time and a place for the ego. So you'll never hear me saying like death of the ego, right? It's learning how to use it properly. That's it. Just learning how to use it properly. You're integrating this aspect of self because you're realizing that the things that you're attached to or the things that irritate you, you're learning how to just let it, allowing all stress, anxiety, fear to pass with ease. Not allowing that low vibrational energy to affect you, really. It's just not worth it. Yep, I love that. Judgment. Because you're aligning with your path. You're aligning with your path. You're trying to align with your most authentic self because you see the opportunity to do so. Judgment. The soul's calling you to address these aspects of yourself that get irritated by really small things, right? And it might, at one point in your life, they might have not seemed like really small things. And now you're realizing, okay, in the perspective of my reality, I really shouldn't be getting irritated by those things. And you're kind of putting them into scale. And you're letting them go. And you're working on it. You're working on it. I like this a lot. Judgment in reverse. You're just making the conscious decision to release that part of you. Because, especially after, not this full moon in Aquarius. What was it? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. But it's the previous moon cycle. There was this energy. Oh no, it was the full moon in Aquarius. It was either this, it was 2 moon cycles ago or it was this past moon cycle. But there was this energy of allowing it was almost like the immature way of being to fall away so you could step into a mature way of being. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Allowing an old aspect or a aspect of self that was more rooted in a emotionally unevolved version of self to fall away so you can emotionally evolve into a version of self that wants to be in a higher consciousness state. I really like it. I like it a lot. Any final messages for Gemini? Woo! A lot of messages. The Star, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Wands. Okay. This is kind of like your overall energy. You'll see me do this sometimes instead of looking at the bottom of the deck, because to be quite honest, I don't really like the bottom. Yeah, I don't want to deal with the bottom of the deck for you right now. It's a Six of Cups in reverse, which is actually an old energy for you. It's indicative of the past. Yeah, this is your overall. That's just an old energy. Sometimes that happens in readings. For me as a reader, I'm an intuitive reader. Page of Wands, this is your soul energy. And with the Star there, it's speaking to you, your soul, you having the childlike curiosity to really explore your path, explore the things that resonate with you, and learn to have fun with life again, okay? You're getting a second chance to do this because at one point in your life, you might have had this opportunity but been too attached to the expectations of how things were going to unfold. These full moons in Aquarius that we're having another on the 22nd of this month, are really about expanding our consciousness and stepping into a higher state of consciousness as a collective. So there's going to be a lot of divinity at play. So really take time for self-care, really take time to connect with yourself and meditate and practice things that are going to help you connect with your intuition, connect with your emotions, connect with your soul, not just with your intellect, because you're an air sign, but you're also a fellow air sign to Aquarius, okay? So it's really beneficial time for you, really beneficial. So let's get into this a little bit more. Who do I want to use for you, Gemini? Okay, let's use Tarot in Wonderland. All the tarot decks I use are down below in the description box, if you're interested. This is Revelations Tarot. It's a really cool tarot deck because it has reversal images on it. It's really dope. If you're into tarot cards, it's a really cool one. A few of my patrons have bought it and they love it. So let's see. Let's go to Ace of Swords for Gemini. Whoop, almost broke that card. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, you have the Three of Swords. I know I very rarely you're going to be like, oh my gosh, the Three of Swords is awesome. But with the Five of Cups in reverse, you're like, okay, I'm getting over this stuff. I'm getting over it. I'm learning that I might have been holding on to some things that I really just got to get over. You're allowing, I'm not going to say small things, but again, you're putting certain things into perspective. You might have been allowing certain things to take so much power from you energetically that it was causing you more pain than it really should have been. You're allowing your ego to take more energy from you than your intuition, right? And you're learning to allow more things to roll off your back because you're seeing the reality of it. You're seeing the truth of it. You're seeing the truth of where your emotions were really coming from. It wasn't truly the situation. It was more so how your ego is communicating with your headspace and in turn making you feel and react, right? Let's look at this Three of Wands energy. Seven of Pentacles. I'm not going to take all these, but I'll take the top one. And we have the Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, so there's an opportunity to actually repair a foundation here. With the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands, there's an Ace of Wands in reverse. That speaks to second chances to me as a reader. The Four of Wands in reverse speaks to faulty foundations. The Seven of Pentacles speaks to something you've already been investing in. And it's kind of like you're waiting for it to grow. You're waiting for it to flourish. So if you've started a business, you've started a relationship, you started a new job, and you're kind of like, I'm not really doing too hot in this department right now, there's an opportunity for it to improve based off of the aspects of yourself that you're healing right now. Which is amazing. Which is amazing. I really, really like this. So that's basically referring to the second chance and the overall energy that we're talking about, right? So let's look at this expectation energy that we have going on over here. This Two of Pentacles and this Knight of Cups in reverse. I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you. You know, I'm laughing at that stuff that goes on in my head. No. It's not for the collective. Let's look at this Knight of Cups. Yeah, the Chariot in reverse. You're understanding that these expectations have actually delayed your path. Because, so I'll use my own example because we've all done this. Like, we're human. It's a human experience. We're all guilty as charged for having expectations and being disappointed when they're not met, right? So I have a Venus in Virgo, which means that I'm absolutely critical of myself and in turn critical of all the people in my environment, in my own reality. And I project that, right? That was an aspect of my shadow. And it was an aspect of my shadow I had to heal. But in turn, it was creating a lot of turbulence and obstructions and just difficulties in all those areas of my life, right? And because of that, more and more obstacles kept coming up, kept blocking my damn chariot, right? I had to learn to stop having expectations. If I did something and I was expecting somebody to react a certain way, I had to tell myself, well, you know, if they don't react that way, that's perfectly fine too. You know, it's allowing your feminine energy, because that's all rooted in distorted masculine energy. It's a need to control the situation. You need to ask yourself, why do I have this need to control the situation or to know the outcome of the situation? Instead of being in the balanced feminine energy and a balanced masculine energy and just being open and receptive to how it's going to unfold, regardless of the action I take. Because the only person you have control of is yourself, right? You don't have control of how it's received and responded to. You just don't. You don't. There's a need to release that expectation of how it's received and responded to. And understand that everything's unfolding in divine right time. The universe is always conspiring on my behalf. I'm always given any obstacle that I have the power and strength to overcome. Okay? Let's look at Judgment. King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're addressing distorted masculine energy. The King of Wands to me is a master manipulator, right? So you have a tendency to want to manipulate situations so they work out the way that you plan in your mind, the way that you plan to manifest it, the way that you plan to create it. Because a King of Wands, energy is creation energy. It's the energy of wanting to bring things or manifest them into the physical, right? Because you create it from the soul. It's a very attractive energy. You're very good at knowing what you want and how to get it, but if it doesn't play out that way, you get frustrated very easily. It's the soul's call to address that. It's just distorted masculine energy, what I was just talking about, right? And it's time to address it. That's it. The collective's been going through this. Ace of Cups. Open the heart space. Be receptive. Tap into the feminine. Learn to understand that it's okay if it doesn't play out how my masculine wants. My masculine energy can still build, can still create wondrous things. And you know what? I'm just going to have fun creating. And however my creation is perceived, received, and responded to is how it's perceived, received, and responded to. I don't really care. I'm just going to create it. That's it. And let it be. And let it go. Let be and let live. That is it. Be present in it. Enjoy the process of it. Because in turn, it's going to flow. It's going to flow and your manifestation is going to flow to you more easily, more readily as well. So let's look at this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Wait, babe. Yeah, Two of Swords in reverse. Yes, you see clearly now. You see clearly why this foundation previously was not as stable as it could be now. You're seeing why it's a second chance. With the Two of Swords in reverse, you're taking the blindfold off. Because literally, the Two of Swords is the card with the blindfold on it, right? It's being stagnant. It's not being able to see the path. And then we have the Sun, illumination. Oh, I see now. Somebody took that damn cloth off my eyes. Oh, shit. Here it is. I go that way. That's it. Very nice. I'm not taking all those. Okay, let's look at, that's funny. You would have the Sun next. Illumination, higher state of consciousness, sudden awareness. I love that. That's amazing. Happiest card in the deck too, because it's aligning you with your path. You're going to have a lot of divinity over the next few weeks, just because of all this Aquarian energy. It's very innovative energy. A lot of technology is going to be at play. We're probably going to see people trying to roll out a lot of new inventions. Not saying we're going to have new inventions right at this time, but people are going to start having ideas, light bulb moments on what to create, right? What to manifest, yourself included. Let's look at this Page of Wands. I'm only going to take this bottom one. It's really calling me. Yeah, Four of Swords. The healing. Nice. I really like this. You're healing, I don't want to say inner child. You're healing aspects of your own soul, your own authentic self. Page of Wands is my inner child card. That's why I say that. This feels more so like healing the aspect of yourself that was struggling to have fun and really enjoy life again. You're getting rid of that sense of seriousness that might have consumed you over 2021 so far, learning to really enjoy it again, getting back to the fun of your work, the fun of your relationship, the fun of just existing, and realizing that living and existing are two different things, right? You can do them both simultaneously. You can exist and have a freaking ball. Have fun with it. Okay? It's getting back to that, getting back to the flow of things. Very, very nice. And let's look at the star. Page of Cups, the card of vulnerability, opening up, being authentic with self. The Moon in reverse, the clear. Okay, so you're seeing that there was an imbalance of what you were giving and receiving with the universe. The Six of Pentacles in reverse, to me as a reader, is my card of you're co-creating with source, co-manifestation, right? So if you're trying to speak things into existence, to call in this energy of divinity of what's meant for you, there's a lack of being receptive, a lack of an open heart space, of being vulnerable to really receive it. And you see that now. You see that with the moon, the clarity of that. And so it's teaching you how to open your heart space, be more present, be vulnerable to things that might not meet your expectations. And you're learning to release expectation overall, which is absolutely wonderful. I'm very excited for you. This is a big lesson to learn, and I'm excited that you get second chances as well, because that means that this foundation is about to be repaired because of changes you're making within yourself. And that's something you should be very excited and proud of yourself for. Yay! Okay, that's what I have for you. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below. And check out Patreon if you want help on your spiritual path. That's where I do the monthlies, energy shift readings, moon cycle readings, and weekly Patreon only videos. I love you. I wish you the best. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.